All right, well, we're going to start on the fenders, and you guys may remember these bad boys. Yeah, we ran these things like crazy. Uh, had a sag right there, and a tricky one that's right in that crease of that on the radius of the bottom body line there. And you got one right here that's pretty accessible and easy to get to. And right after we did this, we sanded the tops off of them with a 1000 grit. And so we're going to practice on this one. And then we got this whole section down through there to do. And so what we're going to do is use a technique that I've seen a few videos of people doing it. And the razor blade, I've tried that, and just I'm not comfortable with it. And 1000 grit on a paint stick, I could definitely work with that, but I don't know how precise that is in terms of getting the run and not the clear around it. So we're going to use the body filler or glaze method, and I had some of this dolphin glaze left over, and it's really thin and sands super easy. So it should go on there nice and smooth and easy, and we should be able to get that blocked out. So anyway, we'll mix some of that up and come back and show you what we're going to do here. A one-of-a-kind shopping experience for wood flooring, carpet, tile, and expert installation. I'm going to put quite a bit of hardener in there so that it hardens quickly. You don't have to worry about having a lot of working time. So we're just going to do this one here, and even not even really worry too much about getting it mixed up good. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, this step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it really causes the sag to show up in there. I don't know if you can see it on this angle or not. Let me move this camera and see if we can see it. Yeah, you can see where the sag started. That wasn't even really showing up in the camera before. And I could even barely even see it was there. And you see the rest of the run. So we're going to let that harden up a little bit, and then we're going to start sanding it with some 400 wet. All right, got some 400 grit wet paper on the flint stick size clear block that's been cut down a little bit. And the biggest thing I want to do is have a block that's smaller than the repair area. So we'll see how this works out. All right, well, you can see it's
starting to sand out there. We'll keep sanding on it and come back and show you how it goes. All right, as you can see, it's starting to feather out there. So we're switching over to some 600 on the same block. Starting to widen out my sanding a little bit more, but keep it controlled. More water on this. Trying to be real careful on this edge here, not to sand through. All right, we'll do a little bit more with a 600 and we'll switch. All right, well, you can see what was happening there. We got it all sanded down, and as you can see, the run is gone. So we got it to 1500 grit. Now we're just going to hit it with some 1000. I'm sorry, 2000. And then we'll come back with the 3000 on the VA. And got a little bit of filler that snuck around the edge right there, but we'll get that off. No big deal. And so I just wanted to test this on a small area, you know, before I go and do it on a large area. And this is pretty flat, easy to get to. So, and for me, this felt safer, and you know, I liked it better than messing with a razor blade. All right. So we'll get the mini buffer and buff this little section out and see how it looks before we get too far down the road here. And so we'll show you a little buffing here with the mini buffer. All right, before we hit it with the mini buffer, we're going to hit it with 3000 on the V8 here. A little bit of water. All right, just going to put a small amount of compound on there. And we're using a Harbor Freight $29 mini buffer here. I've used it in a few areas already, and it seems to be working pretty well. So, clean it out. Done that. right, you saw we hit that with the wool pad, and got too much on there, but that's okay. And then we just hit that with machine compound, and now we're going to do the open line. All right, that worked out pretty well. You can see the run is completely gone. I'm going to have to redo this area. I know I did it quick just to show, just to prove to myself and show that this will work. There's a little bit of a sag left right in there, and then there's some scratches you can see where we didn't get some of the coarser grit scratches out. So I can see a little, I don't know if that's picking up in the light or not, but there's a little bit of waviness in it right in there where there's a little bit left of that sag, so I can sand that down some more. Probably take it, go back over everything with 1,000 grit to try to get some of those coarser scratches out. I don't know what those are. And then out here you can see where the sandpaper, I wasn't sanding out there, but that long block, some of that paper was probably dragging around out there in that area. So anyway, I think this will work. I like this method better than messing around with a razor blade. And so yeah. All right, that's a wrap.